action. Nancy, did you know that the Liberia Land Authority is now responsible for all land transactions, including survey, deregistration, title search, alternative land dispute settlement, and registration of other legal documents for land?
Tell me something, email, because I have been looking somewhere else.
Look no further, Nancy. For all your land transaction in Liberia, the Liberia Land Authority is the best place to look. In fact, you can visit the Liberia Land Authority head office on Ashmore and Gerda Street intersection, or the Liberia Land Authority sub-offices across the 15 counties of Liberia with all your land wahala.
I'm running now to the Liberia Land Authority head office to know more about my land business.
Folks, we are back again on your radio, Lens Matter. Lens Matter is an hour program that comes every Wednesday about 3, with a repeat on Saturday by 7 o'clock. On this program, we discuss issues, training issues that support our learning sector. Today, I am your humble servant, Jonah Rex Sheba Jr. We will be talking on or discussing on the 6 steps for land acquisition. If you want to buy land, what are the steps, the procedures that you need to follow? We are more concerned that there are a lot of concern emanating from the public or from our communities, from our environment. The issue of dispute, land dispute, the issue of land conflict, or because most of our people are yet to be informed adequately. This is why we're always here to make our pleasant detail to inform you on the 6 steps that lead to land acquisition. If you want to acquire land, what are the steps, what are the procedures you need to follow? Because if we are conditioned, if we are educated, if we are sensitized, if we are informed adequately on those steps, it means that we are saving or sending out a remedy, a future remedy for future land conflict, future land dispute. So today, I'm Jonah Rex-Seber Jr. from the Liberia Land Authority, Communication Outreach Division. I'm humbled to be here to discuss with all of you on this subject matter. As we say, today, the Liberia Land Authority is concerned about our people being informed adequately. Let me say kudos to our sponsor, our support partners, the Land Material, who is always there to ensure that the Liberia Land Authority is supported from this end. I want to say thank you to you, and we say thanks to all our partners. So today, we'll be discussing the steps that leads to land acquisition, how to acquire land. If you want to acquire land, what are the steps that you need to follow? Because don't forget, in our community, in our environment, we have a lot of bad apples. We have a lot of bad guys. We have a lot of bad people who have the tendency, who have that belief, who are in that bad practice of duping people when it comes to land transaction. We have people who pretend to be land seller, and they are not. So when you are informed by this developed procedures that are put together by the Liberia Land Authority, you will be sophisticated, you will be informed, you will be charged to resist any other illegal land dealer or land seller. You will know as to whether Paul is saying the right thing about your transaction, or is Mary saying the right thing about that land that she want to sell to you. If she's saying the truth, you know all of these things, or you know whenever you are a regular listener, when you are informed about the steps that you need to follow whenever you want to acquire land, because the Board of Commissioners of the Liberia Land Authority, headed by Honorable Attorney J. Adams Modiba Sr., is concerned about your safe transaction. The LA is concerned about your safe transaction. We want to make sure that when you transact land business, or when you do land business, your transactions should land on a fertile soil. So this is why we always here to inform our people. We are always in the community informing our people. And kudos to Land Material for this sponsorship, to appear on the radio every Wednesday, to inform our people about these steps that are developed by the Liberia Land Authority. So to get the ball rolling, as I said, my name is Jonah Rush Sheba Jr., your humble presenter. The first step says, whenever you want to buy a land, you want to secure a land, the Liberia Land Authority is saying, the steps is saying, the procedures is saying that the first thing you need to do in order to save the transaction, in order to save your time, your energy, your effort, you need to know the real owner of that land that is to be bought. Whenever you want to buy the land, it's not a good thing. We always advise you, do not buy land in secret. Don't buy land in secret. Buying land in secret or buying land without doing your due diligence, it will cripple you. It will cripple your investment. It will damage your investment. It will hamper your investment. All the time your resources are invested, it will go down the drain. So we are saying, if you want to buy or land, know the person to whom that land, the person to whom you want to transact. What are we saying? If I want to buy a land, or Paul says you have a land for transaction to buy or to sell, we are saying, ask Paul about the land information. Go to the land and see the land in question you're about to buy or you want to buy. Don't buy land that you haven't seen. Someone say, oh, I got land for sale. And they say, oh, yeah, I land back there. Yeah, all right. I get interested in that land. I want to buy it. What are we discussing? The price, this, that. No, it's not hefty for your transaction. Go to that land in question. Let that man, that woman carry to that land in question. You get there and see that land that is under discussion for transaction. After seeing that land, the first step says that besides that man conversation with you, or besides that man telling you that, oh, the land is for me, this, that, the procedure is saying is not sufficient. No, do not stop to that step or to that discussion and give your money for that land. No, because don't forget, we have bad individuals in our society, in our environment, that are pretending to be or legitimate land sellers, and they are not. So upon seeing the person in question going on the land, seeing the land, leave from there, go on that land again by yourself, and do some investigation with community members. Don't forget, every land have adjacent parties. Every land that is situated in your community must have an information about it. So get in the community and ask, oh, man, how you doing here? Pa, how you doing here? Oh, my brother, do we do here? I have interest in this land, man. Oh, who have this land? The procedure says, do not ask one person. Because it is possible that dealer, that illegal dealer, may have programmed or may have communicated with one or two persons around our land And so I have a client coming, man, do did. Let's say this. So we are saying as more than 2-3%, 4-5% about that land. As well, the person who is purporting to be the owner of that land is the real owner of that land. You need to ask. And after you shall have asked, more than 2-3%, and they are all saying, they are all supporting your interest, meaning that that land is for Paul. The person I discuss with, that land is for Mary. The lady I discuss with. You are trying to accumulate clues, supporting details that will help you with the transaction. But still, the Liberian authority is saying this is not enough. Those information are not enough to allow you to give your money to Paul or to give your money to Mary. No. After you ask 1, 2, 3, 4, 5% around that land, we are saying, the Liberian authority is saying, you should request all those relevant documents that are relating to that land. Every document that are relating to that land, you need to ask a copy of it. Yeah, John, I've done my fact finding, or I've done some research, and I think I'm cool to go into further transaction with you. Can I get a copy of your deed? Can I get a copy of maybe the letter of administration, or if that land is in his name as a single person? Can I get your deed? And if John indeed is a legitimate person, he will not refuse to give a copy of that deed. No, because he believes that his transaction or that act that he's about to exhibit is legal. So there's no fear about giving copy of my deed to maybe my client or maybe someone who has interest in buying my property or my land. So when we request for the procedure is saying request for copy of that deed. Upon request, when John gave the copy of that deed, you need now to contact the Liberian authority to do a search on that deed as to whether that deed is traceable by the Republic of Liberia or not. Meaning that you can find in our system. You need to do that. Or if you don't have the time to come to the Liberian authority, maybe you have your legal counsel that you can use. Counsel, I have interest in the land. I have done some fast finding, or I've done some research, and this is a copy of the deed. This that. Can you do follow verification to authenticate this transaction? Then your counsel can go ahead based on the understanding between both of you people. But if you don't have a counsel or a counselor, you can take that initiative, because that time are you trying to save? You say, I don't have the time. I don't have the time to come to the Liberian authority to pay for a search or to do a search for maybe a small money like $25 or something around that. I don't have the time, and I will just go ahead and buy the land. This, that. You are heading for trouble. You are heading for trouble. And this is what we don't want at the Liberian authority. We don't want that, because we want you to be informed. We want you to be concerned. We want you to be sensitized of all those happenings. This is why we all make our duty to come here and inform you, to save future embarrassment, to save your time, your needed time, or your valid time, to save your money being misused. Not everybody have the money. Not everybody have the time or the money to go to court. No. Some people say I live with God. Some people say, oh no, I live with God. I'll tell you all, sir. And you know what? Why it costs for your time, it costs for your time, it costs for your resources, and you'll be spending money. Like at the end of the day, maybe you may not get a good redress. So we are saying to avoid all of these things, come to the Liberian Authority and do a research that is tied to a little fee. You pay for your research, or your search rather. You pay for your search, and they will do your search. And that search, the Liberian Authority will tell you that indeed this deer is traceable by the Republic of Liberia. It's in our system. You can go ahead with your transaction. The deed is safe, it's clean, it's clear. Then at least you are on path. At least you are on path. Step 2 says, ask the seller for a copy of the flag receipt for the property tax paid on the land. Don't forget, every land should pay tax. Every land is liable of paying tax. Every land must pay tax. It should be tax free. But here's the case: you did not follow these procedures. You went ahead, you went into a transaction without involving the Liberian Authority or your legal counselor. You went ahead, you and Mary or you and Paul did your transaction, and that land have a liability, a tax liability of XYZ amount to the Republic of Liberia. After your payment, maybe you have gone to the court for probation, the court did the probation, and you came to the Liberian Authority for registration. And upon entering that document, that legal instrument, that deed, it pop up that this deed is owing the Republic of Liberia or is owing the government X amount of money through taxation. And whenever that man sell, the law say, whenever that man sell to you or convey to you or transfer his product to you, it may be through sale. It means that all liability on that property, you take full responsibility. All liability on that property, you take full responsibility. So if I never owe $500, before the Liberian Authority register your deed, you have to pay that money to you have to pay your tax. So we are saying to avoid all of these things. You know, when you are educated, when you are sensitized, when you are informed adequately on all of these things, on all of these steps and procedures, it means that you're on a good path to engage with the transaction. You are more sophisticated to engage with your seller or the man who is saying that you have title to that land. You know how to approach him. You know how to request from him. But if you're not informed on all of these things, or on all of these procedures or steps, it means that you may fall in trouble. And that trouble, you won't take that trouble. Because once that man convey to you, once that man sell to you, once that man transfer a title to you, it may be through sale or purchase. It means that may have nothing to do with any other liability, tax liability that comes, right, that start to that property or that land. You take full responsibility. So we are saying, involve a Liberian Authority, pay for a search, come to the Liberian Authority, and the Liberian Authority verify that deed. I said, whether even that name that is on that deed is a name that is in the system. Don't forget, some people, there are a lot of guys around here that can duplicate, I can falsify documents. And when you see it, you have to feel like an original document. So, To save a little money, we all know to get money, to save money in Liberia is a process. To save money in Liberia, especially to buy land, it's a process. It's not a one-day stuff, especially with those that have low incomes. Our old man are selling bella ball, selling pepper, even with the young people, they had to save all the period to have that sum, to accumulate that sum. After maybe starving yourself, maybe you want to buy land. You're cooking 5 cups in your home. You say, at time I went in now, we need to buy a piece of land, so I to reduce all our stuff. It's that to reduce your consumption because you want to buy land. You want to save money to buy land. You deprive yourself. You save that money over a period of time. For 1 year, maybe for 2 years, all depends on income or what you are saving. And probably you have gathered or you have accumulated a sum of maybe 1,500 or 2,000. That depends on the value of the land. And you went into a transaction. In that transaction, at the end of the day, it becomes faulty. It becomes illegal. You know what it means. You know the reaction. Some people can go insane. Some people can create trauma. Because they are contemplating on the time that they took to save that money. The constraint that they want you to just save that money. And that money today have been dashed in the swamp. That money today are led into the wrong hand. Or a criminal person who purported to be a legal land setter. You know what it means. So we are saying involve your legal counsel into your transaction. Or if you don't have money, maybe to pay for that man's service, you come to the Liberian authority and do your. We are there to help you. We are there to help you. Because we don't want that in the near run, your transaction and land on a soil that is not fertile. And at the end of the day, that comes before the LRA or the Liberian authority, and it is, when you come, when you bring your case to the Liberian authority, don't forget that don't have in mind that there are other cases that are on the desk for hearing or for mitigation. So your case, when it comes, you have to take a position. So to avoid all the delay, all of those hard balloons, all of those confusion, to save the time, involve your legal counsel, involve the Liberian authority. We are there to help you. We are there to help you. There are bad elements in the society. There are bad guys in the society. There are some other areas that now, if you go to buy land, even when that there are some other areas that are even on blacklist. That are unconscious mind. Like you cannot transact from, but you may not know all of these things because perhaps the Liberian authority have come to the understanding that those areas, there are a lot of guys who are carrying on illegal practices and this, that. People selling land that really don't belong to land, I don't have legal title to. So, to avoid all of these things, consult the Liberian authority, consult the LRA, or consult your legal counsel. So, if you come to the Liberian authority, we'll be able to tell you that this land is tax-free, or this land is owing $500 as tax. Can you advise you go to your seller or the person who is about to sell that land to you? You'll discuss on who is responsible to pay that tax or that money. Probably if you have more interest, if you are interested in the land, you can go to the man and say, "Oh, Mr. Man, I have done my due diligence. I have done some search, and this property is owing or has liability, tax liability on the Republic of Liberia. So, and the amount in question is $500. How can we work towards that? Probably I can coordinate, and you pay that amount. All that amount can be deducted from the amount charged by the seller. It depends on your understanding. But at least you are in the know of that liability, that tax liability. You are in the know. But outside of that, you will take full responsibility of that land, of that tax. You will take full responsibility of that tax. You will pay that money. So step 3 says, when you have a copy of the seller registered deed and tax receipt, contact a surveyor to survey your lands so you can receive your deed. So probably the Liberian authority say, do you have a surveyor? They say, no, I don't have a surveyor. Because the law provides that before you conduct a survey of a land in Liberia, there are procedures that you need to observe, that you need to follow. And that surveyor that is to conduct that survey should be a licensed surveyor. A licensed surveyor, someone that has a lesson, up-to-date licensed surveyor. But probably he may not know of this information. So you're passing around with table in the committee, say, "Oh, the man, you gotta make a holiday land from here, there." He say, "Oh, the man, I surveyor. Yeah, brother, I want to survey my land, man. Can you help me in the process? Where is the fee? This, that." And you know that man sending you have to go on the deed. So if that man is not legitimate surveyor, that deed will not pass. Will not be registered by the Liberian authority. There is some time when some people register your land, or maybe you guys register your land, the deed will take maybe 1 year, 2 years. Oh, the man won't be my deal. The man won't be my deal. The man, you refuse to be my deal. You're the man, have to find somebody who have lesson to affect your signature on that deed. And you know that's only I meant to have to do his due diligence to ensure that all those information is on the deed is correct, is truth. Because anything on the contrary, he takes liability. Anything on the contrary, you will be prosecuted. The act against the criminal conveyance of land will hold him of 2014, will hold him, and he will be there under the law. So, to avoid all of these things, all of these missteps, come to the Liberian authority or consult your lawyer in all your land transactions. Come to the Liberian authority, or you can consult your legal counsel, your lawyer. So if you come to the Liberian authority, we may say, "Oh, do you have a surveyor?" No, you don't have a surveyor. All right. Probably we can recommend a surveyor that is licensed. And that man, you're going to go into further discussion and you're going to do your work. Because if the person in question who is doing the work who is conducting that survey as a surveyor, if he is not a licensed surveyor, it's a problem for you. It's a problem for your transaction. So we are saying continuously consult your lawyer, continuously consult the Liberian authority for more clarification, for more information. Because we want for your transaction to be meaningful, we want for your transaction to be legal, we want for your transaction to be void of confusion. missteps. We want at the end of the day, and you say, yeah, at least I spend my money. I spend my little money, but I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied. That is our concern. That is our concern. We want for all of the transaction as a buyer to be safe, to be legal. That is why we are always here on this radio, Freedom FM, on the program The Lands Matter, to inform you on the day-to-day development of the Liberia Land Authority, especially when it comes to our legal instruments, the laws, our procedures, develop procedure guidelines. And when you are informed of all of these things, when you are cognizant of all of these things, it means that you are more protected, you are more sophisticated, you are more protected to go about, engaging the market, the land market, your transaction, and you will do better, and you will learn, you will save your time, your effort, your money. And at the end of the day, you boast of the Liberia Land Authority. You give the Liberia Land Authority applause. This is why we all want to appreciate the Board of Commissioners, headed by Honorable Attorney J. Anas Monobat Senior, for a level of work to ensure that our people are sensitized and informed, educated on various laws, the Land Rights Act of 2018, the Liberia Land Authority Act, the other established Liberia Land Authority 2016, the other giving criminal conveyance of land. That tells you, the buyer, your rules and responsibility. The seller, your rules and responsibility. The surveyors, your rules and responsibility. I want to say kudos to our partner, the Land Mantaria, for level of support. You are doing extremely well for the Liberia Land Authority. Because without your support, we may not have the opportunity as we speak. We may not have this opportunity to inform our people on all of these laws, procedures, and guidelines. So we move to step. We say there are 6 steps. We just explain step 1, step 2, step 3, and step 4. So step 4 says, we are at step 4, rather. Step 4 says, when the deed is completed, and the agreed price is paid, the seller and the witness should sign the deed and turn it to the buyer. Sometimes too, most of the time, when you engage your seller, especially when it comes to payment, sometimes when you pay all the money before the man sign your deed, some people can be paying delay tactics. Because maybe have any order of the money and maybe they want something. Or some people, once you agree on the amount to be paid or for that land, and maybe you have done payment, after absorbing all of the processes that we are explaining, we are saying step 4 is saying witnesses. You should have witnesses that will sign that document. You already have, you see witnesses that witness number 1, witness number 2, you sign that document. And the man will send that document, you sign. And you turn a deed over to you. And when you turn a deed over to you, the law says you have 4 months the civil procedure law. You have 4 months to probate your deed and register it. You have 4 months period, which is 120 days. Because it has indication if you do not probate that deed and register it, and probably that man, your seller, some people they can sell them only one time. Maybe he sees another person who come and express interest. Though it's against the law. People do that. So to have your money safe and your time safe and your transaction safe and your property safe, the law say immediately you have that detail, what do you? Find money and go to the court for probation. Probate that deed. That deed should be probated. Go to the court, the probate court, and probate that deed. If you don't have any probate court around, you can find a circuit court. Go there and probate your deed. Upon probation, the law says you need to come to the Liberian authority for registration. You need to come to the Liberian authority for registration. The law says all these should be probated and registered, probated at the court and registered at the Liberian authority, and that deed becomes legitimate. It becomes a legal instrument. When you ask of that 2 processes, it means that you're carrying cartoon, or you are saving cartoon. Maybe you get people in your valleys, or you have it somewhere else for safekeeping. But it's not legitimate. It's the law says you should probate it unless you probate it at the probate court and register it at the Liberian authority. Then it means that land is legitimate. You are the legitimate owner of that land. The Republic of Liberia knows you well, can defend you. That is what Statute is saying. Probation. After probation, then you go to the Liberian authority for registration. After you have done all of those 2 processes, then it means that indeed your transaction is safe, it's legitimate, it's guaranteed on the Republic of Liberia. Nobody can take that land from you easily. If anybody encourage, the law can fight for you. If anybody want to take your land from you illegally, the law can fight for you. Because that property is legitimate. You are the legitimate owner of that property. You are. When you ask me of that, no. When you ask me of probation and registration, that document that you are carrying here and there is not legitimate, it's not legal. So please, we are appealing to you. When you have a deed, after you survey your land, after you have done you have observed, you have followed all of those procedures that we just outlined, we are saying don't keep the deed. Go to the court and probate the deed. Go to the court and probate the deed. And from the court, you come to the Liberian authority for registration. And upon registration, it means that you are the legitimate owner of that property. You are the legitimate owner of that property. And the last step says, when the deed is probated by the probate court, take it to the Liberian authority to have it registered as I was saying, the last step is saying that step 6 is saying whenever you have done with your survey, the owner sign, the surveyor sign, your witnesses sign, and return over that document to you. Do not be complacent. Say, yeah, I get my property now. No. No. You have not completed the processes. You have not completed the processes required by law. You need to go to the court now and do probation, the probate court. From there, you come to the Liberian authority for registration. And that summarizes your steps. What is required by you by law. What the law says you should do to become a legitimate owner of that property. To become a legitimate owner. Someone that the Lord knows. We are appealing to you, please. We are appealing to you, please. Follow all of those steps. Don't see land, and you say, oh, someone say, oh, but I have land here for sale. You say, yeah, man, I don't want the land. You say, oh, I found out $1,000. You say, man, yeah. That, give me receipt, man. Then you get feed out. Yeah, you get property. No, who knows whether that man is a legitimate owner of that land? It may be possible that that man is not, or there's not the owner of that land. It is possible. We have 419 guys all around. We get criminals all around our society that are purporting to be the legitimate owner of that land. So to save all of these things, we are always here to inform you, to provide us education to you that will help you, that will equip you whenever you are engaged in the transaction, on the land transaction. You will be engaging there with a developed mind, a mind that is concerned about what is needed, what is required, what you need to ask for, what you need to request. On the asking of that, you may learn badly. You may end up losing your money. You may end up, someone may end up eating your money. So today, it's good to be here. As I said, my name is Jonah Resh Jr. We will stop here for today and entertain calls because we believe that people want to phone in and cause. They have concerns, they have issues that need to be addressed. So we will announce the number. You can call 0776 104 104 0886 500 104. And we are here to address your concern. So we're 913 calls. If you are calling in, phone me in, just call your name and where you call from. You can call 0776 104 104. So we have our first caller. Hello?
Yeah, I'm after being calling from Banjo community.
It ain't working. The man not working.
Yeah.
Hello.
You said within 4 months you will be. So what happens from now here out tonight if I want to put in what be the process?
Can you please come again? Sorry.
I said I bought a name.
Yeah.
Around.
You say your name again? Your name again? Sorry.
After the.
Okay.
They are bought a name around it was since 2017.
Okay.
The document is not yet proved here. So what will be the process? Because I heard you say within 4 months
4 months. The law provide 4 months.
You have to pay for the property. You have to solve it within 4 months.
You have to probate it. I said the 4 month is it covered the probation and the registration.
Yeah. Within 4 months, then so.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, since 2017, I bought a property. It hasn't been to be and so
And register.
And register yet.
Yes, sir.
So what do we power?
So the best way forward, since the best way forward is to do the probation now, since you have not had any, and you have not had any, misfortune. It is. I advise you now to do the probation immediately at the probate court, and come to the Liberian authority for registration. Because anything on the contrary, maybe somebody, maybe in criminal land, you don't have any legal, backing. That deal is not probated or registered.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Hello?
Yeah, hello. Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, my name is Prophet. I'm calling from Fennel.
From Fennel, yeah. You're welcome.
Yeah, I want to ask a question.
Yes, sir.
You go through the process by buying the land from the record owner and the surveyor sign, but then making a mistake by not probating in a 4 month time, and your education makes somebody to come to yourself to go for the probate. If there will be any fine that it's still on, you will be found before probating, or it will still go on the probate.
No, what we are saying, we are trying to save you from further, embarrassment or further dispute or further.
Yeah, I understand clear.
Yeah.
It makes me to understand because the way it's still on, you already got a deed for the buyer, maybe the seller and the surveyor, they got a lesson.
Yeah.
The seller too, like a personal property.
Yeah.
The model they are giving you. But then it's supposed to be probate in 4 months time.
Yes, sir.
If you the buyer now probate right away, and now for your education, you decide now as a buyer to go and go to the then.
To go to the court first, you have to go to the court first.
To the court. That's why I'm saying there will be any payment like, you stay long before coming, you will pay or you will remeasure.
No, not to my knowledge. What we are saying, because that land the person that sold that land to you may have the desire to sell another person, or some people can sell land more than one time.
Yes.
And whenever that land is sold to another party, you don't have any legal right or claim to claim ownership. Yeah, so we are saying to avoid all of this embarrassment, do your process in time.
Okay.
I'm appealing to you, please.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You're welcome. Hello?
Yeah, I had a problem.
Yes, sir.
I bought a land and probated, and it was when those guys who sold the land to me.
Okay.
Okay, about 5 to 6,000 witnesses.
Yes, sir.
So when I went back to the land, they had already sold that land to somebody else. So what legal action I can take now?
Yeah, so you have two options. You can go to for me, I like to take the easy. I like to give people the easy option. Because not everybody have money to go to court. The laws you have the right to go to court. But you also have the right to come to the Liberian authority. We have a dispute resolution section at the Liberian authority. They can address that issue for you. Are you following? So you can come to the Liberian authority. Liberian authority will help you in that regard. So we are saying to conclude. Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, my name is Sarah speaking.
Yes, sir.
I was question on the land issue like that on the radio.
Okay.
Yeah, if I already have a swamp land, I'm not doing no other registration, but I'm developing it already. You want the next step I gotta do?
You say what swamp land?
Yeah, swamp land. I already started developing it.
Oh,
But I have any other
you bought swamp land?
for me to represent out the land that is for me.
Hello? Hello?
Swamp land.
I said you bought a swamp land. You bought it from who?
Hello?
I heard you say you bought developing a swamp land.
Yeah.
Are you on the line?
Hello?
Yeah. Are you on the line? Are you on the line?
Hello?
Hello, you are live. Okay, so I heard you saying that he is developing a swampland. Please, for the record, swampland is not for sale. Swampland, do not buy swampland. Swampland is not for sale. Don't let somebody fool you. Say, oh, I get the whole swamp here. Give me $5 or $10 or $2,000 US for it. It's not for sale. So we are paying to you. You see, all of these things, my brother is saying developing swamp, whole swampland. I don't want to say it's a problem, but you don't sell swampland. You don't sell swampland to somebody. It belongs to the state. You don't sell swampland. So this is why I said my name is Jonah Rex Sheba Jr. We are about to end the show. As we said, this is the Lens Matter. If you just come our way, we are on a show every Wednesday about the time 3 o'clock. And with a repeat, you can listen to a repeat of the show by 7 o'clock p.m. Thank you for the time. And I'm humbled to be a presenter. Thank you very much.
Hey, Nancy, did you know that the Liberia Land Authority is now responsible for all land transactions, including survey, deregistration, title search, alternative land dispute settlement, and registration of other legal documents for land?
Tell me something, email, because I have been looking somewhere else.
Look no further, Nancy. For all your land transaction in Liberia, the Liberia Land Authority is the best place